Right everyone, we are back with another random match here on WWE 2K20. In this one, we are showcasing the new model this year, Mia Yim, as well as the old school arena, or school gym arena, which is pretty cool. We've got Mia Yim taking on Ruby Riot. Now, I think I've told this story before a few times now, but Mia Yim, believe it or not, was one of the people that really got me into independent wrestling. It was the very first independent match that I watched was Mia Yim versus Greg Excellent in a TLC match. Intergender match, of course, and it was incredible. It really showcased not just independent wrestling for me, that there was actually very talented female wrestlers out there as well. And I've followed it ever since. It's been great to see a progression now. Of course, making her way to WWE as well is absolutely fantastic. It's amazing to think that very first card I watched, it was a Combat Zone wrestling card. It had that match on there. Also had Sami Callihan on there, of course, who's now working Impact. It had Adam Cole on there as well. I don't think he was on that card, but Dean Ambrose, or John Moxley at the time, was currently working for Combat Zone Wrestling as well. It just shows how amazing the independent scene and Combat Zone Wrestling was at that sort of time. And of course, that was when they just sort of turned from being a major hardcore company to still having the hardcore personality, but having a lot more like standard matches as well, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, I quite like this Mia Yim core. It looks alright. It's nice to have her. I always try and download it every year, but it's not very often we get a good core, so the fact that she's actually on the game this year is fantastic for me. And of course, Ruby Riot is always good as well. Two women that I have a lot of respect for and would love to see be women's champion. And of course, I think Mia Yim's in the... She's everywhere this weekend, isn't she? Isn't she part of the War Games match? And she's also part of NXT's team for Survivor Series as well, I believe? I'll have to have a look at that. I'm not sure. Look at that. That's so bad, that is. It's so bad, the fact the rope's on the wrong side of the person. Come on. I don't know who's replaced Ukes with this game this year, but they should be doing a much better job with the modelling the way that is, to be honest. I mean, there's some really good stuff about this game, some stuff that I really do like, and there's some real basics that have just really been overlooked. And I know I've been saying for many years Ukes was nowhere near perfect as well, don't get me wrong, but as time goes on and other games get better and better, this one does definitely seem to have stood still for the last few years. Is there no ceiling on this building? Looks open-aired there, doesn't it, really? Nice Frankensteiner there by Mia Yim. Brings Ruby back up to her feet. Went for an open palm strike, but Ruby saw it coming. And now once again, in that same look, she pops through the rope. It's real. It's a dodgy way of doing it. Surely they can... I don't know. I don't know much about designing games, but surely that's a simple thing they can fix. Oh. Ruby Riot, nice stunner across that top rope. I believe this arena then, this is probably part of the career mode, is it then? I should imagine the BCW. Mia now bringing Riot back up to her feet, and Ruby Riot fighting back with a boot in the gut, then into that running head scissors takedown. And of course, this is part of a random match series, so if you would like to see one of your matches on this series, then drop your suggestion in the comment section down below. I'll get them added onto the list. And if yours gets pulled out, you'll get a shout out in the process. And there's a victory there for Ruby Riot with the big senton from the top rope. And Ruby Riot is victorious in this match. Unfortunate for Mia Yim, not able to showcase herself that well in her debut as a model on this channel. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot more opportunities for her to showcase what she can do in this game. Of course, like I said, any suggestions, drop them down in the comment section down below. And if yours gets called out, we'll get a shout out in the process. And that is all from me today. And I will see you again tomorrow for another WWE 2K20 random match. Bye.